Come on downstairs, we're playing a little MLB 17 The Show. Minnesota Twins franchise episode number 87 against the Cleveland Indians. We are back home for a 6-game homestand that includes 4 against the Indians and then 2 against the St. Louis Cardinals from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Game number 96 on the season. First game of this 4-game series with the Indians. Alex Wood makes his Minnesota Twins debut. 2-3 record, a 3.86 ERA, and 37 1/3 innings for the Los Angeles Dodgers this year. However, he was at AAA when we picked him up. Carlos Carrasco will go for the Indians. He's 6-5 with a 4.25 ERA, a 1.30 whip, 88 strikeouts on the year. For Carrasco, we get things started off in the first inning. Carlos Santana batting only .209, yet still represents a threat at the plate with his power. And he lines one into the gap in right center field. The runner that was on second is going to come in to score, and it will be an RBI double for Carlos Santana to get the scoring started off here tonight. At the middle of the first inning, the Indians lead 1-0. We go to the second. Matt Dominguez batting .283. Still no home runs and no RBIs on the year. With a runner on third, Dominguez slaps it into right field, and that'll be his first RBI of the year. Matt Dominguez with the RBI single. Finally in the RBI column, and we're tied up at 1 at the end of the second inning. Fourth inning, Abraham Almonte steps in. He's 1 for 1 on the day, .246 with 9 home runs on the year. Runner at first, nobody out. Here is the delivery from Alex Wood. No, he picks off Francisco Lindor, and Lindor is thrown out at second base by Joe Mauer. A nice pickoff play by Alex Wood gets Lindor leaning. Brian Dozier steps up to the plate now. Dozier's got his uniform dirty for the day. Runner on first, nobody out, a 2-0 count. Here's the delivery from Carrasco, and Dozier rips it to left field. That one's on a line, and it's off the facade in left, the facing of the second deck. Brian Dozier, number 24 on the season, and he has been on fire lately as he gets around on that high fastball. And the Twins are up 3-1, going to the fifth. Joe Mauer, 1 for 2 with a single on the day. His average is at .291 on the year. He has been quietly consistent for the last couple of months. With runners on the corners, he slaps it into right field for a base hit and an RBI. Twins go up 4-1. Sixth inning. Carlos Santana up again with an RBI double in the first. With nobody on and 2 outs, here's the delivery from Alex Wood, and he grounds it too short, where Jorge Polanco goes on to Mauer at first to retire the side. Alex Wood has had a very good day through 6 innings, giving up only 4 hits and 1 run. Seventh inning, Roberto Perez batting .283 with a runner on second and 2 outs. The delivery from Alex Wood, and Perez takes the knuckle curve looking, and he is rung up by the home plate umpire. In the middle of 7, it's 4-1 Minnesota. Alex Wood with a very successful debut for the Minnesota Twins. Joe Mauer steps in now in the bottom of the 7th. He's 2 for 3 on the day with 2 outs and nobody on. And Joe Mauer, a little swing, barehanded by Lindor. Lindor with a beautiful play for the Cleveland Indians. It's 4-1 Minnesota at the end of the 7th. On to the 8th inning. Alex Wood is pulled from the game after a very good one, and the crowd lets him hear their appreciation. On comes Michael Tonkin for the Twins, making his 8th appearance. 3.00 ERA. He's pitched just 6 innings on the year. With the bases loaded, Carlos Santana batting from the left side drives it to center field. Byron Buxton comes up throwing, and the throw is not in time as Francisco Lindor comes in to score. It's 4-2 Twins in the middle of 8. On to the 9th. Kevin Segrist on. He has 1 save on the year since the Twins have gone to this closer by committee roll. With one out, Segrist gets the swing and the miss. Roberto Perez comes up. He is the last hope for the Indians in this one. They need him to get on and have somebody run into a fastball, but Perez swings through it, and he goes down. Kevin Segrist with his second save of the year. Alex Wood with his first win in a Minnesota Twins uniform. And that was the story of this one. A 4-2 victory for the Twins. They improved to 41-55. Indians fall to 55-38. Carlos Carrasco with the loss. Alex Wood improves to 3-3. Kevin Segrist with the save. Brian Dozier 2 for 4 with another home run, 2 RBIs. Dominguez with his first RBI as a Twin on a 3 for 3 day. Joe Mauer was 2 for 4 with an RBI. After the game, Irvin Santana was placed on the 10-day disabled list with a flexor strain. He will be out 1 to 2 weeks. And we have called up a utility player, Ryan Flaherty from AAA Rochester. And Flaherty up just to give people a breather here and there. Trade deadline news as it continues to draw closer. This time the Chicago White Sox have acquired Richie Schaefer from the Tampa Bay Rays. Schaefer, a 26-year-old from New Jersey, 62 overall. Looks like he's a pretty good fielder, has some okay power against righties, not much to speak of against lefties. $460,000 contract this year. He is not super happy with the deal, as he expects to be with the big league club, but the White Sox have him down at Charlotte AAA. The White Sox also pick up Brandon Cook, who was traded to them from the Rays. Cook with very good velocity on his fastball, a 99. Good arm strength. $619,000 a year contract. He's a 58 overall, a C potential. And the Rays get Tommy Kahnle from the White Sox. He's a 72 overall. Does not give up a lot of hits. Has pretty good velocity and good break. Doesn't walk people. So a good arm for the Rays to have in their bullpen as they head down the stretch trying to make a run at a wild card spot. And it looks like he is fairly satisfied playing for the Tampa Bay Rays at this point. Second game of the 4-game series with the Indians. The Indians win this one 6-4. They increase their season series lead to 6-2. Tommy Hunter gets the win for the Indians. He only pitches 2 innings. Cody Allen gets a save. Trevor May with the loss for the Twins. For us, John Ryan Murphy went 2 for 5 with a pair of doubles and an RBI. Kenny Vargas 2 for 6 with a double and 3 RBIs. For the Indians, Carlos Santana 2 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBIs. Alexi Amarista 2 for 4 with a 2-run home run that won it in extra innings. Game number 3 of this series. It's number 98 on the season. The Twins win this one 5-2. Trevor Bauer gets the loss for the Indians. The winning pitcher is Alex Meyer. He went 7 1/3 with 6 hits, 1 run, 1 of them earned, and 4 strikeouts. Michael Tonkin gets the save, his first of the year. Eddie Rosario went 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs on the day. Ryan Flaherty 2 for 3 with a double. Joe Mauer 3 for 4 with an RBI. Emilio Bonifacio had a decent game as well. All right, let's take the opportunity to look at some of the major league team leaders in batting average. The Twins sit at 14th with a team batting average of .258. Runs scored, we sit at 29th in Major League Baseball, ahead of only the San Diego Padres. With 332 runs scored on the year, Brian Dozier, our leader, at 47. Byron Buxton with 37. Team hits, we are right in the middle of the league at 14th with 888 hits. Joe Mauer has 108. Byron Buxton with 101 and Dozier with 93. Doubles leaders, we are dead last in baseball with 135 doubles. The Royals are right ahead of us at 141. Joe Mauer has 20. Kenny Vargas has 16 and Brian Dozier has 15. Triples, we are also dead last in the league. Byron Buxton has 5. Danny Santana has 3. No other Twins player has more than 1. We are tied with the Blue Jays for last place. Home run leaders, we have dropped to tied for 15th with 96 home runs. Brian Dozier, the leader with 24, the active leader anyway, with 24. Well, he is the leader, but yeah, let's just leave it at that. He's our leader. RBI leaders, we sit at 29th with 324 RBIs on the year. Brian Dozier with 62 RBIs. Joe Mauer has 47. Stolen bases, we are 25th with 33 swipes of the bags. Byron Buxton, 18 stolen bases. Danny Santana with 9. Stolen base percentage, though, we have dropped to last place after hovering up in the high 20s. We have a 57.9% stolen base percentage, and that is something we wanted to improve on from last year. We may have improved the number a little bit, but not the place. And we are third to last at grounding into double plays. We've grounded into 76 double plays. Fielding percentage, we are at 5th with a 991 fielding percentage. So decent fielding this year so far for us. And pitching-wise, we are 19th with a 3.81 team ERA. Alex Meyer is the leader with a 3.33 ERA. Phil Hughes is a 4.50 ERA. Home runs allowed, we have given up 98, which puts us right in the middle of baseball. Alex Meyer has given up 17. Phil Hughes has given up 18. Strikeouts, we have dropped to 11th. We were near the top in strikeouts a little while back. We're at 785 strikeouts on the year. Alex Meyer with 117. And the final game of this 4-game series with the Indians. The Indians beat us 7-0 as the Indians take a 7-3 commanding series lead on the season. This was game number 99 of the year. We fall to 42-57. The Indians improved to 59-40. Max Kepler goes 2 for 3 with a double for us. Michael Brantley 2 for 4 with an RBI for the Tribe. Justin Turner, the third baseman, 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And Alexi Amarista, a couple RBIs for the Indians. A quick look at the standings going into the end of this episode. The Blue Jays an 8-game lead over the Red Sox. The Indians lead the Royals by 5, the Tigers by 7.5, and we are sitting in last place, 17 games behind the Tribe. The Mariners only a game and a half ahead of the Astros in the West. They had lengthened out their lead a little bit, only to surrender it again, 4 games ahead of the Angels. The National League, the Nats, 14 games over the Marlins, the Phillies 18 games back, the Mets 19.5, the Braves 19.5. The Cubs 11.5 games ahead of the Cards, the Pirates are 11.5 back. Brewers at 19 back, and the Reds have fallen into last place as the Brewers have climbed out of the cellar. Dodgers 11.5 ahead of the Giants. The Rockies at exactly 50-50 or 14.5 back. Up next, a 2-game series at home with the St. Louis Cardinals, and then we will join that episode with the 2-game series on the road at Busch Stadium. So all 4 of those games will be in the next episode, which will be episode number 88 of our Twins franchise. Hope you'll join us as it continues to roll along. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit as we head towards season number 3 and hopefully fielding a competitive team here on Minnesota Twins franchise on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.